Don't get the carrots out yet, sweethearts, okay? You can get ready for school in like in like half an hour. You have half an hour, okay? Why is this doing a thing? There we go. Hello everyone, come on in. I'm gonna attempt to do a hair thing. I already put my hair up, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it ends up working out, if it does end up working out. I don't know. We'll find out. It's a new style we got going on here. Let's see. It's like this weird bump here. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Hi, everyone. The brush. Is Encanto over? See if this works. Good morning, Debbie. How are you, beautiful? How's your Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? How's the Wednesday morning going? How was your Tuesday evening? I had a hot date yesterday. It's pretty nice, actually. Pretty nice. I'm in a good mood today. Doing great. You're faux tanning right now. Get it, girl. Get that faux tan. It's too, like, gloomy and stuff out here to faux tan. It's not even sunny at all. Ooh, do tell Erwin. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we went for a coffee and a tea. I had a tea, he had a coffee. And we went for a little walk in the park. Sat by a little creek, a little river. And just chatted for like an hour. Good morning, girl. Hello, SMP. How are ya? If you want me to address you by your name and not your username, feel free to just say it. Just be like, hey, I'm blah, blah, blah. If I don't already see your name and your username, you want me to address you as something else, you feel free to introduce yourselves as however you want to be addressed. Good morning, Jenna. Now that sounds great. Honestly, a great way to get to know someone. I know, yeah. Really great. We've only been talking for like 2 days, but we're like, okay, let's go get a coffee. And then just went for a little walk in this very nice park by my house, which I'm actually so surprised I haven't been there because it's really beautiful. It was really lovely, Debbie, really lovely. It was a great date, wonderful date. Thank you for the follow. Your smile looks bigger today, thanks. Do you have any tips for anxiety, panic when I wake up after leaving my narc? It's been a month. Yes. If you wake up with panic attacks, I get a lot of panic attacks, just triggers from the ex that I was with who was narcissistic. And if you have access to changing your temperature, so like jump in the shower, get a cold shower, have a splash of water on your face, go get an ice cube, hold it in your hand, put it on the back of your neck, take some deep breaths. That's like a grounding technique that'll just help you ground yourself and bring you sort of back to reality, because your body's in like a fight or flight. Your body it can't decide how to breathe, how to do things. So, right, you have to like bring yourself back to reality with a cold snap. Like that's the best way for me to do it, is a cold snap. Changing the temperature will help with that. Love your TikTok. It's helping me get along the way, or helping me along the way, girl. Amazing. I did it. I was scared, but I finally did it. I'm so proud of you, Jenna. 15 years, that is a long time to be with. I was at the Narcissist for 14 years, so I know that's a hard thing to do, leaving them. Time to get back to work. Have a wonderful day. Hello, Natasha. Hi, beautiful. How are you today? Honestly, after the highlights, I looked a little pale. Kind of had to tan. Yeah, fair enough. Pink Rose, what's up? What's up, girl? Very long time finding me now. Yes, girl, find you. She's still there. She's in there. She's ready. She's ready to come out. She's ready to find out what your life's purpose is. She's ready to be free and be authentic and be self-expressed. She's ready. These people, they trap us in a cage where our self-expression and thought and authenticity is trapped. So when you're out, you find that person again. Any advice on leaving a narcissist? It's hard breaking the trauma bond. So hard breaking the trauma bond. There is a really amazing course that my friend has created, an online self-guided 12-week course. You can find the link of it in my bio. It's called the Trauma Bond Recovery Course. Very reasonably priced too. And it goes through exactly what a trauma bond is, how to break it, how to recover from it. It's written by Lisa Sani, and it's self-guided. If you want to go to the link tree in my bio under products, you can find it there, and it can just help you break that trauma bond. I also offer coaching, and I can help you come up with an exit strategy, a plan to leave the narcissist. I can help you with that as well. You're so scared to leave. It is terrifying. It's not easy to just up and leave. People are always like, in my comment section, why don't you just leave? Leave. Right? Okay. How? How when you're addicted to the trauma? How when the person has financially abused you and you have no way to get out? No way to, you can't afford to leave, right? Like, how? It's not so easy. I understand it's not easy. It won't be the same as before. You'll be you'll be glamorous. New and glamorous. I believe that. I want the old me back. You know, let's talk about that for a sec. Who is the old you? Remember who the old you was. The old you was the person who fell for the narcissist, right? Fell for their charms, fell for their abuse, fell for the love bombing, thought they were the right person for you. That's the old you, the gullible one, the one that was, we're naive. We're very naive when we're with these people. That's the old you. Do you want that old you back? Do you want that old you back? Or do you want the new, improved, wiser, growing, learning, healing you? That's the new you. The old you was the blind you, the one that didn't know. That's going to be the person that they end up with, the new supply. Bro, Amanda, what's going on, girl? Me, old me had tight skin. Oh my God. We all had tighter skin, bigger boobs, perkier. We all had a flat tummy when we were younger. We're all getting old. We grow into our beauty. I never look back. Don't look back. Look forward. The only things that are behind you are the people who are trying to throw shots at you, who are trying to get to you, who aren't successful as you. Those are the ones that are behind you. That's the shit that's behind you. Look ahead of you. What up, shorty? What up? IG Young, is that your name? Hi, how's it going? I'm off till Monday, and I'm going to be all over this app. Get it? I'm going to look for all your content, girl. I love when you tag me and shit. Keep doing it. I don't want the old me, but I want the healthy habits I gave up. Yes, yeah, for sure. I get that, Greek. I get that. So you know what? Think about what those healthy habits are and rediscover them for yourself. Rediscover that self-love. Be in love with yourself again. Learn that. Learn what that's like. Self-love. And it starts with the trauma bond. It starts with recovery. Love that for you too. Thank you. Let's get it, ladies. Yeah! Mayte! What up? Let's get it. What are you guys watching? I'm a guy. Yeah, okay. Thank you. He's given us all the love. Yeah. Have an amazing day. I have to go. Thank you so much for coming in here. Oh, thank you for the hat. I love that. Oh my God, I love these caps. They're so cute. Today is not going to be a cap day. Obviously, I got my hair up. Back to my question about submissive and assertive. What was the question? What about it? What about submissive and assertive? Don't just jump into a relationship right away. Learn how to be happy alone first. Exactly. So I've been single for like a year and a half. And I didn't even go on a dating app. Like I haven't even started dating or anything. And I've been on a few dates since I started on Hinge and Bumble just recently. And they've been okay. Like they didn't really amount to anything. They're just like, you know, okay friendships, I guess. Or they just fizzled off, which is totally fine. I kind of like this person. Is this bad? I feel like it's weird. I don't know. I'm a little terrified. So I think that might be a good sign. It's not anxiety. It's not butterflies, right? But it's just excitement. That was the ones who just left. Okay, like she eats the pizza, I eat the crust. Wait, what? What am I missing here? What's going on? Only you will know. Yeah. Totally. Okay, so assertive feels aggressive for us. I've been single for over 2 years and now I think I'm ready to love again. IG, I love that. Do you think it's needed in a relationship? Oh, assertiveness and submissiveness? Submissiveness? I think, okay, I don't think being submissive should be part of a relationship. I think both of you are cooperating. I think two people enter a relationship fully complete and whole, right? You don't have to be fully healed. I'm not talking about being completely healed. I mean, two people who are like very confident, very, like there's no deficit. There's nothing that you need to fill within each other. There's no like, I'm missing this. I need you to complete me here. I don't need that. We should have two full, complete people that are 100% them. I'm not saying healed. I'm saying 100% them. And then they enter the construct or the container, which is the relationship, which makes the 100%. The relationship is the 100%, not the two people. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. Two people enter in relationship, and the relationship makes the 100%. But both of you are coming in at 100%. So you're not responsible for my happiness. I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm not turning to you to be responsible for me. Because if I can't be responsible for my happiness, why is it your responsibility to make me happy? That should happen organically. That should just be. Do you find that with dating apps now and stuff that people are more likely to bounce at the first B? What's B? At the first bad thing or the first red flag? I actually don't believe that. I think it's the opposite. I feel like people should bounce at the first red flag. But what I'm finding in my coaching with people and just talking to people in general is that they're sticking around too long with the wrong ones. And people are being manipulated, right? People are being fooled into thinking that they're the right person. Take time with someone. Take time to find out if they're the right person. Whoops. Hey, Mate USA, MATAU. What do you want to say? How do you want to be addressed? How was your narc when you were sick? Oh my gosh. He was awful. He was like, get up. Like, what? You're fine. You're fine. You're totally fine. Or he'll let me sleep. Matthias. Oh my God, is that your name? That's really an amazing name. Matthias or Matt. Huh. Cool, I love that name. Bingo! How do you go no contact when you still have things to separate and split? Divorce with a lawyer. One step at a time, baby. One step. Your hair's super cute. Thank you. One step at a time. So the way my therapist described it to me is, think of it like walking up a flight of stairs. First, you think about what the next step is. Okay, the next step is going to be to split the assets, right? Think about what you're going to do. Who's going to take the bed? Who's going to buy a new bed, right? Maybe somebody takes all of the furniture and the other person pays half for what that furniture costs after wear and tear over time. Maybe the next step, once you complete that step, then you start thinking of a parenting plan. How old are the kids? Are you going to do 3 days on, 3 days off, 4 days on, 4 days off, 1 week on, 1 week off, right? Once you come up with that plan, then you move on to, let's get a financial disclosure. Let's hire a lawyer. Start talking about what the separation agreement looks like that you can move on to the divorce. Then start hiring that, saving money for that. When that step is achieved, then you move on to moving out, maybe finding a new place. Right? You take one step at a time. Don't make it so overwhelming thinking of all the things you got to do, because then it becomes way too hard to just, you can't focus, and it becomes so overwhelming that we just shy away from it. We will run away from it because it's so hard. So one step at a time. Take that staircase and take one step. Walk onto that step and complete it before you move on to the next step. Try not to take on too much, because you'll just be like, no, this is too hard. It's too hard. And trust me, it is hard. But it isn't hard when you do it one step at a time. It becomes a little bit easier, right? You don't want to go back. You don't want to be running back to this toxic person because divorcing them or leaving them or separating from them is too hard. You don't want, like, do you want to just, break your heart once on your own? Or do you want to keep having them break your heart every fucking day for the rest of your life? Ask yourself that question. I'm so glad mine refused to marry me. In the end, it was a blessing for leaving. Good for you. Yeah, if you can avoid having kids with a narcissist, marrying a narcissist, buying a house with a narcissist, investing in anything with a narcissist, setting up a business with them, if you can avoid anything that's legal, where you got to sign your name on the dotted line, if you can avoid any of that shit, please do it. Please avoid getting legally tied with any type of narcissist if you can. I know some of us, we couldn't. I mean, we had no idea. How would I know that I was going to be with a narcissist and have 3 kids with them and be married to them and buy property with them and all this? How would I know? I had no idea. They pretend that they're someone else. Flower Bomb, what's up? It's Flower Bomb. How's it going, Flower Bomb? How do you deal with the breakup for your kids? That narc is avoiding seeing them. I know. That one's hard. The heartbreak, of your kids. That one's hard because we can't control how the narcissist loves the kids, right? It's arguably, do they even love the kids? That's a big discussion. That's a huge discussion. Do they even love their own kids? Because they can't access empathy, right? They have a lack of it or a really low amount of empathy. So how do they even look at their kids without exploiting them, without trying to get something out of them, without them benefiting them in some way? They can't. They use their kids. A lot of narcissists use their kids as pawns, right? So it's really tough. Do you believe narcs can change? Absolutely they can change. I so believe they can change. Are they willing to change? Do they want to do the work? Are they willing and capable of being vulnerable and looking at themselves with an actual light? Like, holy shit, I've been a total dick to you. Wow, I'm lying. Will they admit to their lies? Will they take responsibility for all the hurt, the pain that they've caused you? Are they willing to look at themselves like that? They have such a low sense of self. It takes a lot of self-reflection to change. Look, even healthy people, someone like me, will I be willing to change? Well, yeah, but I got to put in the work. I got to admit a lot of shit to myself. I got to admit when I'm wrong and take responsibility and understand and take accountability for my actions and my part. I got to do all that. And yeah, of course I'll change. Will a narcissist want to do that though? Do they want to even look at themselves in the mirror that way? They don't even look at themselves in the mirror, you guys. They're mirroring us. All they see is us. They see the people they're abusing. That's why they hate you. Because they actually hate themselves. They can't look at themselves in the mirror. They're so insecure. They have so much self-hate. They project it onto you, make you feel like you're the person they hate, when really they're abusing themselves through you. Why do we feel like we're not good enough when they're the ones with low self-esteem? Bizarre. I know, isn't it? Isn't it bizarre how that happens? Oh, honey, hold. Can you turn that down, please? That's loud, guys. Banksy? Okay. Mercury retrograde is around the corner. Is it? I don't know what that means. But I said with such confidence. What did you say with such confidence, babe? I totally missed your comment. Oh, I told a narc that Greece ends with John Travolta drowning in the ocean on some driftwood. But I said it with such confidence. Hey, honey, what's up? Neen Mees? Sorry, how do you say your name? Neen Mees? Wait. What's that? Wait. What did I miss? You got to read my comment before. Oh, gosh. Okay. I totally messed that up. Nenmizi. Comment before that. Okay, here we go. They are so focused on changing your mind, they won't see the statement. Oh. I told a narc Greece ends with John Travolta drowning in the ocean on some driftwood. But I said it with confidence. Yeah. So you say it with confidence, they'll believe it? Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, the end parts here didn't really crimp up good. So let's try those again. No. I messed up. I messed up your comment, didn't I? Guys, I love you, but you know, sometimes it's really hard for me to read comments when they're broken up. If you can like cut out words, and I practice this with my TikToks, okay? Like when I put the text in my TikToks or in the caption, I try to cut out words that are irrelevant to the, like not irrelevant, but just clean it up, keep it concise, keep it short. TikTok allows us to practice how to do that. You know, we only really listen to 10% of what people say anyway. So it's a good practice to just keep your comments concise. If you can get it all in one line, amazing. They're so focused on being right that they don't see the statement is false or ridiculous. So hard to... No, I get it. I totally get it. They're so focused. Being right means everything to a narcissist. They have to be right. They have to be right. It doesn't even matter. You could literally put out exactly all the proof right in front of them. You could be like, look it, this is all here. Here it is. Here it is. Like, you're cheating on me. Here's a picture of you and this person butt naked on the bed, like banging. What is this? Who are these people? I don't know who that is. I can't see it. I'm blind. I can't see shit anymore. What are you trying to show me? They'll never admit. You can say the craziest, you can give them all the proof, you can say some sort of whatever, and they'll just be so focused on being correct, being right. That's all that they care about. I'm blind, I can't see anymore. Huh? Hickeys on my neck? This isn't even my neck. What are you talking about? Those are bee stings. What are you even talking about? Who's looking through my phone? You're the abusive one. You're looking through my phone. They pretend to have wild opinions just for attention too. Even if they don't really believe it. Yeah, they do that. Do you notice how most narcissists are conspiracy theorists? Not for fun. I love a good conspiracy. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love the one where did the Americans really land on the moon? I love that one. That one's funny. That one's entertaining to me. I like watching the videos of Buzz Aldrin being like, we didn't land the moon. We didn't land the moon. I love reading the stories. I love all that shit. But they actually believe some of this shit. My ex believed that there was a microchip installed in the vaccine for COVID vaccine. Baby girl, what's up, sweetheart? What's going on? Are you guys fighting?
When I was sitting on the couch, Nixie kicked me on the back.
She kicked you on the back?
Banksy kicked me on the belly.
Okay, why don't you say sorry to Nixie for kicking in the belly? You say sorry to Banksy for kicking him in the back. Say it. Turn around. Say it.
Sorry.
Okay, why don't you get dressed for school, Banksy? Banksy, get dressed for school, sweetheart. Gonna take you to school soon, right? It would be vulnerable for them to be open-minded. Yeah, for sure. I'm the reason for every mistake he did. Yeah, oh yeah. We're the reason they cheated. We're the reason they stole from us. No physical is ever okay, kitties, right? Banksy kicked me in the back. Nixie kicked me in the belly. Like, come on, guys. It's dope when narcs embarrass themselves. They're actually not as smart as they think. Most narcissists are dumb as fuck. Like, they don't realize how dumb they're being, but they're so good at manipulating us that we don't see it until a little bit later. We look back when we're not stuck in euphoric recall. We're looking back at the actual shit show that's going on in the relationship, and we're like, how did we fall for this shit? These guys are dumb. Like, they thought they could get away with it. It just doesn't make any sense when you think about it. They don't realize. Some of the emails I got post-separation with the ex, like, he would send me these threatening emails, and it would be all in caps, right? He'd be like, attention, Rosanna. Like, he'd send me this huge ass email with like all caps, underlined, bold, point form, words that he didn't, like huge giant words, egregious, like extravagant. He'd say all these random words that he probably used a thesaurus for. Yes, sweetheart. Are you needing anything? What's wrong? Like a peacock theory, sort of. Yeah, totally. Like, hey, check me out. I don't know if anybody saw my story yesterday, but that's the sound that she made when I told her snack was ready. And she's crying right now because she said, Mommy, and I said, yes, sweetheart. That's why she's crying right now. This is what it's like to have toddlers. Narcissist I was involved with always put strangers in front of me. Like, you mean like prioritize them? They're so much nicer to everyone around you except you. They're nice to the deli guy. They're nice to the gas station clerk. They're nice to the bank teller. They're nice to everyone except you. That's not the right word, but you know, passive. My daughter is like that, but my son is like, yeah, my son's pretty cool. My sons are cool. My daughter's very dramatic. I think girls are like that. Baby girl, come here, sweetheart. Are you okay? She's so dramatic. She is the most right now. She's the most. And the back, make sure the back of my hair is good. Oh. Probably. How can someone play nice while strategizing a way out? Oh, you gotta fake it till you make it, honey. You gotta fake it till, if you're trying, I know, I lost all my hair from COVID, you guys. So like you could see all my baby hairs popping through. I have a bald spot back there. How do you know if they have a crazy ex and it's legit versus saying they're cray? Okay, here's the difference. I kind of have this crazy ex. You know, she scratched me, beat me up, blah, blah, blah. Specific examples, okay? She cheated on me all the time. God, that ex was crazy. Glad I don't talk to her anymore. And then there's this. All my exes are crazy. I don't know, they're just all crazy. Everyone I've ever dated was crazy. Like, I mean, I only talk to them on Sundays, but every one of my exes are crazy. They're all obsessed with me. That's why they're going to be calling me all the time. Just don't mind them. They're all crazy. So that's the difference. Do they have an ex that's crazy? Do they legit have a relationship where somebody, you know, went nuts on them? I can give you examples. I can give you voicemails of the stalker who called me when I blocked him. You know, like he was crazy. But am I going to tell you all my exes are crazy? Because if I tell you all my exes are crazy without examples, and for what purpose am I even telling you this, right? What's the purpose they're saying this? I'm telling you this because I make TikToks about them. Are they just telling you this for what? To warn you just in case they call you and warn you that they're a bad person? Are they telling you all their exes are crazy just because they want to appear to not be crazy, right? So be cautious of that. What's the intention? Why are they telling you this? And is it all of their exes or just one? Do they have a healthy ex? Most narcissists won't be like, oh yeah, she was healthy. Because they're not healthy. They don't know what that means. They don't know what a healthy person looks like. Everyone's projected of them. Everyone's just a mirror image of them. They're fucking crazy. So if they're dating everyone's crazy, they're the fucking crazy one. Trust me. They're jealous of our qualities. Yeah, of course they're jealous of our qualities. They want to be us. It's creepy. If you've ever been with a narcissist, have you ever wondered like how are they me? Like, oh my God, we're so alike. We're the exact same person. Because I've analyzed you and I know who exactly you are and what you love. I know all your favorite movies, all your favorite songs. I'm going to finish all your sentences because I've been studying you. They steal our light. They steal our light and they turn us dark. Because they come into it being a very dark person. Hey, Banksy Bear, can you please come get dressed for school? 100%, you know it. Okay, 8 minutes. My narcissist knew me inside and out and would tell me they knew me better than I knew myself. Oh my gosh, my ex said the same thing. I know you, Rosanna. I know he hated calling me Ro. He would never call me Ro. We broke up for about 2 years. And in that 2 years, all of my friends, people called me Ro when I was younger, but not a lot. But a lot of my friends in the 2 years we were broken up called me Ro. And he hated that because he never called me Ro. So he would never call me Ro. He'd always call me Rosanna, even if everyone called me Ro. And I don't mind both. Both are my name. Obviously, Ro is short for Rosanna. But he'd be like, Rosanna, seriously, you don't even know how well I know you. I know you better than you even know yourself. So don't go telling me that I don't know shit, because I know you more than anyone in your entire life. I know you more than you even know you. I know Rosanna. I know her. Inside and out, through and through. Better than Rosanna knows Rosanna. That's what he would say to me. Better than Rosanna knows Rosanna. He's talking to me like I was in third person, like I didn't even exist. Sometimes he'd be like, is she for real? Like he'd point at me and be like, is she for real? I'm like, me? I'm right here. Like, yeah, I'm right here. I'm for real. Like, don't you think I know me better? But no, he doesn't want me to know me. He wants to be the one that's in charge of me, in charge of my emotions, in charge of my reactions, in charge of my happiness, in charge of my anger, in charge of my rage, in charge of my mental health, my emotional well-being, my financial situation, in charge of my life. I wasn't allowed to even know me, let alone be me. He was the one who knew me better than I know me. That's what he wanted to do, is claim me as his property. I'm his property. I'm supposed to look a certain way, dress a certain way, talk a certain way, talk to these people, not talk to those people, make this amount of money. And when I made that amount of money, I'm going to have to give him that money. Do all of these things in the house, not do those things in the house, and then do those things exactly right. Because if I do it wrong, I'm in shit. I wasn't allowed to be in this specific part of the house. I had to be this quiet when he was on the phone. I had to be loud or he wouldn't hear me. You're too quiet. I can't hear you. Talk louder. Oh, shut up. You're too loud. Like, quiet down. Like, it was awful. That's the type of people that they want you to be. They don't want you to be a real person. They want you. They idealize you in the beginning of the relationship. They put you up on this pedestal. They tell you you're this perfect person for them, this amazing human being, because they want you. They want to be you. They're creepy like that. Just to knock you off the pedestal and put you down there in the corner like a piece of dirt. And they treat you like that, like a toy. You're like this shiny, perfect toy in the beginning, but they want to put the batteries in. They want to turn it off, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. They want it to move their way. They want to be able to take the batteries out and make you just sit there waiting to be turned on again. And they want to take you and throw you, break you, fix you, break you again, fix you, break you. And when you finally get up and show some strength and somebody else picks you up and shines you off and cleans you up and takes care of you, even if that person is you, they're pissed about it. No, that's my shiny toy. That's those were my batteries. I'm the one who cleaned and fixed that toy for years. That's my toy. It's not your toy. We're not a human being. Wish this was a video. Aw, should I make it a video? I could. Yeah, you have to do everything the right way. It's never enough for a narcissist. Never enough. If you're doing something, right? So you can never win. Good morning, Shanti. How are you, girl? If you work, for example, you're working outside the home, okay? And you have a job. So we all work. We're either mothers, parents, fathers. We're working as, inside the house. We're self-employed. We work for a company. We work for ourselves. We're all working. In a way, we're all working. The only people who are not working usually are teenagers, and sometimes they're working too. But we're always working. So whether we're working financially or we're working non-financially, we're putting in work to do something. If you work outside the house with a narcissist, they are going to be like, you don't spend enough time at home with me. You don't spend enough time with the kids. Your work is ahead of everyone. You work in an office where you've got this cushy job and you're just working for the man, and you're a sellout. You're a sellout because you work. Okay? So now what happens when that person who's a sellout works from home, finds a job from home, does life coaching, or works as a doula or an educator or sells candles or sells essential oils or does something and hustles from home. Now what? You're doing a hobby. Go get an actual job that pays you better. You're sitting around on your ass at home doing a hobby. You're just, hounding everybody. An MLM isn't a real job. Go get a real job. You're just sitting there with your friends just trying to get them to buy shit from you. That's not a real job. Go out and work. Okay, what happens when that person decides to sit at home and become a parent and take care of all of the house chores, works with the kids, homeschools them, does all their laundry, does all your laundry, does all the housework, becomes a therapist, a coach, an accountant, a cook, a maid, all of that stuff. On top of that, if you're married to this person or you're in a relationship with them, they're sex slave as well. So you're offering all of this stuff, non-financial work, but work from the home because you weren't home enough. Now what is it? You're a stay-at-home mom. You don't do anything. I go out and work all day long. And you just sit at home and play with the kids and do nothing, stick your thumb up your ass and do nothing. Like, go get a job. Go hustle. Your neighbors, your friends are all hustling candles, scentsy candles and essential oils, and you're just sitting there doing nothing, folding laundry, doing nothing around the house. And I come home and the house is still a fucking mess. You got dishes in the sink soaking? How long have these been soaking in here for? The hangers aren't supposed to be over here. This is supposed to be folded this way. What did you do all day? What did the kids eat? Did they drink enough water? Did they go out and play? Where did you take them? You're never going to win with a narcissist. Nothing will ever be good enough. You could be working, you could be having a high-paying job, and you're not home enough with the kids. You could be hustling as hard as you can at home, trying to be self-employed, trying to do it all, and you're not making enough money. You're not bringing enough financially. You could be doing absolutely everything, and you're a bum. You're staying at home, doing a hobby, playing with the kids. It's never enough. Ever. You could literally be fucking Superwoman and they wouldn't give a shit because you did something wrong. You looked in the wrong direction. You breathed wrong. They stay home with the kids, don't work. And if you stay home, you're grateful for them working. Yeah, we got to be grateful for them breathing. We have to be grateful that they're even with us. Not a lot of people would go out and do what I do. Not a lot of people would put up with the shit I put up with. And all of that stuff that comes out of their mouth is stuff you should be saying about them, honestly. There isn't a lot of people that put up with the shit we put up with when it comes to a narcissist, but we put up with it because we don't even know what we're putting up with. We're so confused with all the gaslighting. We're so confused with what the hell's happening in the relationship because they're not making any sense at all. Nothing ever makes sense with a narcissist. Everything is a confusion. Everything is fog. And fog comes from fear, obligation, and guilt. F-O-G, that's fog. We are so, blinded. We can't see through all the fear, through all the obligation, through all the guilt. It's fog. We've got so much fog, we can't even see we're in an awful relationship or an awful situation. We feel fear that they're going to hurt us, that they're going to hurt the people we love. We're fearful they're going to hurt themselves because they always threaten to. And then we're obligated. We've put in the time because we're sitting here hoping with breadcrumbs from them that it's going to get better. We're sitting there hoping for the best. We've invested all this time, so we feel obligated to stay with them. Right? And we're obligated to stay with them. We've got that fear that they're going to hurt us or hurt themselves or what's going to happen when we're out there. Because they also plant this thought in our heads that we aren't good enough, that we're not going to make it, that we're worthless, we're ugly, we're not attractive, no one's going to want us. So we have that. We're fearful of what's out there. Right? Hey, babe, how's it going? Lovely lady love. Go follow my friend Kelly. Thank you for the roses, love. So we're afraid. And then we've got that guilt. What happens if we do leave? We've been folding their laundry for fucking 10 years. How are they going to fold laundry? We're guilty, right? Maybe they're addicts. A lot of narcissists have addiction issues. And they'll give us that guilt. They'll implant this guilt that if you leave me, I'm being abandoned. I love you too, sweetheart. We're being abandoned. We're being, we're saying goodbye to someone with a disease. My ex used to say that to me all the time. How are you going to leave me when you know I have a disease? I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict and a sex addict and a gambling addict. But no, I'm an alcoholic. It's a disease. How are you going to leave me when I have a disease? You know, that's the same thing as leaving someone who has cancer. You're going to leave a cancer patient because they have cancer? How evil are you? You just always ask me how evil I was. You'd be like, Ro, how evil are you? You're going to leave a cancer patient? Then he flips the script and now all of a sudden he's a cancer patient. Because it's the same goddamn thing, right? So we have fog. We have fear, obligation, and guilt. It's really hard to see through all that shit, you guys. Be kind to yourselves if you have a hard time leaving a narcissist. Or if you had a hard time leaving a narcissist. Or if it took you so long to leave them. Because you were stuck in fog. And they do that specifically to make it hard for you to leave. 100%. Hey, Cynthia. Yes, my son's dad has MS, right? So, like, if you take that shit away, all of their actual life crises, and you just look at them as toxic people, it could be a little easier to leave them, but in reality, they collapse all of these things. If they have MS, if they have, anxiety issues themselves, if they have abandonment issues, which a lot of narcissists do from their family or growing up in a really neglectful environment, if they have addiction issues, which a lot do because they have a hard time emotionally coping and self-soothing. They don't know how to do it. So they turn to substances, right? If they have all of that, they collapse it as if that's the abuse. All of that stuff, those problems, all of that this is why, it's my justification. This is why I abuse you. This is who I am. You married me, you chose me. Right? Like now you're obligated to them because you chose it. But you didn't choose the abuse. You didn't choose the manipulation. You didn't choose being lied to. You didn't choose being cheated on. You didn't choose being stolen from. You didn't choose being abused physically, emotionally, financially, mentally, psychologically. You didn't choose the dog whistling. You didn't choose the gaslighting, right? You didn't choose all the projection, all the accusations. You didn't choose walking on eggshells. You didn't choose not knowing if they're Jekyll or Hyde walking through the door. You didn't choose hypervigilance. You didn't choose having to get up after just relaxing on the couch because they just showed up and you hear the garage door open and you're up trying to be busy. You didn't choose that life. We didn't choose this life, right? So you didn't choose that life. You chose a person you thought was who they were when they weren't who they said they were. They were a totally, completely different person, a fake, a con, a mirage. They're not real. They're just mirror images of you. That is the hope. That was the goal in the end, that they were going to be that. Right? Yes, the fear that they would drive down the highway, having doubts. You're my daughter. Who else is going to be there for me? Right? Like you're supposed to be sentenced to take care of them for life because they're your dad, they're your husband, they're your boyfriend, they're your brother, they're your whatever. That you owe them your life. They make it seem as if you owe them your life. When you have a life, you owe it to yourself to have a life free of abuse. I'm so terrified if he comes back, I'm not going to be able to say no. That is a completely valid fear. Practice saying no to everyone else around you. Practice saying no when you don't want to go out with your friends. Practice saying no to your mom when she asks you if you want to go out for Sunday brunch and you don't feel like going. Practice saying no to your boss that says, come in on a Saturday. Okay? Practice saying no so that you can say no to the abuser. Be strong in your no. When my ex came to me at my door and was like, Rosanna, can we please talk about the kids? Please? We need to sit and have a coffee. Can we be adults? Like, responsible. We're both adults here, right? Can we both be loving parents and just sit? We need to talk about the kids and their education. We need to talk about what's going on with them. We need to talk. And I just went, no. Just like that, sharp, right into his eyes, no. I don't even know what he's saying. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just, no. You get so much better when you practice it. Practice it in the mirror. Look in the mirror. No. Is it okay if I, no. Listen, I need to talk to you about no. Hey, you need to pay half of this. No. Do it. Say no, 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 no. Say it 20 times in the mirror. Practice saying no. Just like when I stopped wanting to say sorry all the time. I'm in Canada. I live in Canada. Jesus Christ is the truth. Reach out. Pray. Yes. If you believe in God, pray. God will give you the strength to say no. No is a complete sentence. Yes. So when I live in Canada and everyone here says sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry for this. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I don't want to go out tonight. Sorry. Oh, you hit me in the back. Sorry. You tripped on me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you tripped. Like, everyone says sorry in Canada, okay? We can't help it, okay? Sorry is so real. Sorry, not sorry. It's a thing here. I wanted to stop saying sorry because I just didn't want to say it anymore. It sounded like it took my power away, and being in my place of healing and wanting to be stronger and wanting to be able to say no, stand up for myself and stand in my power, I wanted to stop saying sorry. So how I did this is I practiced saying thank you. Thank you for your patience. I was running behind. Thank you for understanding. I just don't want to go out tonight. Oh, thank you for getting out of my way. I'm kind of in a rush right now. Thank you. Start saying thank you. Instead of sorry, say thank you. And it just gave me so much power. I stopped saying sorry. I could easily say thank you, right? I practiced it though. It takes practice. Every time you feel it coming up, your humanity rises up and you're about to say yes when you want to say no. Just practice saying no without excuses. Practice gratitude. Say thank you for your patience. You don't have to be sorry for being late. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for understanding this. I didn't know if you got it. Instead of being like, I'm sorry, it seems like I'm not explaining this properly. I'm sorry. It's like, thank you for taking the time to listen to me and understand where I'm coming from. Thank you for waiting patiently for me. I just got stuck. I'm having a day. I got stuck in traffic. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you. Say thank you instead of saying sorry. And when you practice that, and you become strong and you feel confident that you're no longer a sorry girl, then you'll no longer be a yes man, a yes girl. You'll no longer be that when you practice saying no. No. No, I'm not going to let you pick up the kids for swimming on Saturday on my time. No, we don't want to talk about their school because it's already handled. No, I'm not going to pay half that bill. No, I'm not going to do this. No, 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 no. You become strong and people respect strength. We have a fear of saying no because we're worried people aren't going to like us. They're going to think badly of us. when really people respect strength. They respect confidence. And if you can confidently and strongly say no, you will gain more respect from people. They will understand that you don't put up with shit. They won't test your boundaries. When you stand in that power, you stand in that truth. So true, sis. You've given me hope. I can't seem to get away a few days apart. I feel anxious and I have to see him before I'm back again. Yeah, for however long. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, if you need a little motivation, a little pep talk, I offer text packages as well. So I know some people can't afford the coaching, and I know there's a lot of times where we're saving our money, we're trying to get through shit, and I understand that. I offer lower cost packaging for text support, and my text support comes with this kind of motivation. You can send me a video and be like, I'm going through this thing right now, I don't know what to do, and I'll send you a voice note back. I'll send you a video back. I'll text you real time. If you do need that support, I have it in the link tree in my bio. I would be 100%, I take 2 tech support clients a month, and I think I have 1 left for May. So if you do need that, feel free to reach out to me. It's so hard to stay strong. It is, but once you gain that resilience, you build that muscle, you become stronger. Muscle trainers train every day. They have a strict diet. They have a strict regimen. They eat a certain way. They work out a certain time a day. They train. They train their muscle, and that's how they become strong and are able to compete. How do we get that strength that we build from a narcissist to be resilient? First, we go no contact. We train our mind to focus back on ourselves and love ourselves. We train and practice gratitude, meditate, practice our faith if we have a belief. And then we also start, we remove those chaotic thoughts that we have of them. We fill it with more positive thoughts. We fill it with our purpose and our passions and our dreams, and go after that. And we become more resilient. We build that muscle. So when they come to us and they start harassing us, or they're starting to gaslight us, or they're starting to give us some sort of reactive abuse where they want us to lash out at them, we're too strong for that, because we've been training. We've been educating on narcissistic abuse. We've been working on loving ourselves. We've removed them as a thought. We're no longer even thinking of them. So we're just like, meh. It's like a 4-year-old coming up to you trying to throw a rock at you. I'm going to fight you. Let's fight. It's like, huh? Sorry, what? You don't care anymore. They become pointless. It takes time, but you have to train. When it comes to the kids, when do you know when it's okay to say no? Always think back to what's going to benefit the kids, okay? Here's a scenario. They call you up and say, hey, listen, I want to pick up the kids for swimming. I'm going to have them for the weekend. If it works for you, yes, okay. Sure. If it doesn't work for you, it's a no. They're doing this. Is it going to benefit the kids? Have you told the kids about it? If you're happy, the kids are happy. Sis, I don't see the message coaching on your site. Go to Roller Coaster of Love, go down to products, tech support, and it'll set you up with a tech support link with my availability. We do a 10-minute phone call to get it all set up, and then you have a month. Linktree, products, tech support. I was chronic. I'm sorry. Switch to thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Even if it doesn't make sense, thank you. Even if in your head it doesn't really make sense. Thank you. I can be sorry when I'm talking about my feelings towards something that's happening to you. I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm sorry that this happened to you. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry you have to deal with this person. They're awful, aren't they? Those sorries come out, and that is genuinely me showing you empathy. But I'm not going to say sorry for being late. anymore. I'm not going to say sorry that you're not getting what I'm trying to say to you because you're so committed to not understanding me. I'm no longer going to say sorry for that shit. So that's kind of the difference. When I say sorry you're going through this, when I say sorry this happened to you, that's a little different than apologizing for something that is... There's no reason to apologize, right? There's no reason to be sorry. Sometimes I have guys hitting me up because I'm dating now, right? And I have guys hitting me up being like, sorry, it took me so long to text you back. I've had a really crazy day. It's like, you don't have to say sorry for that. I understand you have a life. I love that. I want you to have a life. I don't want to be sitting on the end of the, like, my messages waiting for you to text me all the time being like, where is he? Where is he? I'm not like that. So I tell that to people and they're like, oh, okay. Now you're getting it, but not your shortcomings. Yes. Deal with your keeping the kids away from me card. How do you deal with the keeping the kids away from me card? Gray rock. Okay. You don't have to explain yourself. They want you to over-explain yourself into oblivion so that you fuck up. You say something that messes up and then they're gotcha. They're waiting for the gotcha moment. They're waiting for the... I need to hang out with the kids because, like, you know, I have a date on, like, I'm meeting somebody on Thursday, so I have to spend time with them on this day. And then you, all of a sudden, you say something, you slip up, and it's, I knew it. You're going and you're effing that guy. I knew it. Like, oh, it must be nice to just be dating whoever you want now that we're separated. The kids don't mean anything to you anymore because you just got a date on Thursday. That's why you don't want me, because you want to spend the... They're going to do that. They're going to have a gotcha moment. So just gray rock. If they're trying to make you feel like you're keeping them from the kids because you have a regimented schedule and a strict parenting plan and you're sticking to that boundary and they're trying to, like, make you feel a certain way, remember, who cares what they feel about us? Who cares what they think of us? They don't know what they think about themselves. So it doesn't matter what they think of us. Stand in your truth. Be strong. Be... like really, really, really concrete with your choices and your boundaries and just gray rock the rest of this shit. Just be like, okay, you're keeping the kids away from me. Do you want to see them next Saturday? Because I can have that arranged. This Saturday is not going to work. Next Saturday. Yes or no? That's it. Just keep it like that. Keep it short and sweet. You're in, keep up the good work. Okay, my loves, I do have to go. I will leave like I always do. If you want to book a coaching session with me, go to the link tree in my bio, hit book a coaching session, follow the steps, and it'll give you the access to my calendar. If you want to book a text support package with me under products. And of course, I have all of these amazing books that saved my life. 2 of them are free. Link tree in my bio, go to my favorite books. You will see all of my 6 favorite books that have helped me so much in my journey. If you haven't already followed me, go ahead and hit the follow. And if you want to know when I'm live, hit the bell and it'll give you a notification anytime I'm live. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's stay narc free, people. Love you.